Good morning, beautiful people. It is time for your first part one check-in. If I'm making this video, I intended to be there, but I'm not there. And so hopefully Miss Staub is with you or another amazing sub. And it is Tuesday and it is the 16th and we're ready to rock. So what you need to have out right now is Canvas. You can kind of hold tight with that for a second. We're going to do a couple things before we actually do the part one check-in. You also need your social change book. In a moment when this video is done, you're going to do a partner opener where you find at least one other person that shares the same social change topic as you. You're going to sit down with them somewhere in the room. If you can't find anyone, it's okay if you have different ones, but ideally you'd have the same one. The two objectives you have in the minute or two with that person is to share the book that you're reading and to tell your partner or partners a summary of what the book is about so far, which will just kind of be like a more extroverted way to kind of get warmed up for the day, rather than just sitting there and thinking about like what you're going to write about with your book today. Then you're going to flow into the first open forum opportunity. And a forum is just a meeting place of the minds. And so that's why it's called that. And so basically, this can take as long or as short as it needs. And anyone that feels, I think it's just really important to have space and to allot for space, however much space and time it takes for people, if they want to share any new ideas or any quotes that you loved or anything your book is making you think about, any book recommendations that you have because you like your book a lot, any questions you might have for your peers that relates to your book, anything like that. When you decide to share out loud about your work or what you're reading, it is a communal experience, which you guys know from our discussions is just like what life is all about, like building social connection with other humans, but also it's going to just deepen your understanding of your own topic. So that open forum comes next after the partner work. You'll head back to your seats if you're not there already, and you will flow into your part one learning check-in. I showed you where this Google form and stuff was at last week when you started annotating and started reading your book. But here is the order of operations. You will open the part one learning check-in in Canvas under the weekly check-ins header in the social change module. You will use any amount of annotations, your book clearly, but any annotations, anything that you have written this week as you've read that will help you with that summary question, that will help you with that character or conflict or theme analysis. You will submit. So when you open up your part one check-in, as a reminder, the rubric is there for you to see how we're going to be grading you on summary and analysis and text evidence. And you will click on just one of the three Google Forms that aligns with the lit skill that you said you wanted to track last week, whether that was character, conflict, or theme. If you don't remember, ask Ms. Staub and she will remind you of what it is that you're clicking on. You will submit that form by the end of class. And when you are done, you can close up shop and just continue your next section of your book. I will explain part two tomorrow. But part two is already published as well, the part two check-in, which is just the next set of analysis questions to be thinking about. If you ever feel behind, I still want you to do the part one check-in, even if you're not up to the 25% mark. Make a plan to get caught up. That's your responsibility. You can do it. You can do it. I am very proud of you, and let Ms. Staub know if you need any help. Happy reading.